taking on 5th place Sacred Heart Old Collegians. This is an absolute blockbuster. Wonderful opportunity. Matt Gale and Nathan Woods on call this afternoon, and Maximum on camera. We're excited about this game. This is potentially the best game of the season coming up. As season defining either side of the ledger, and a must win for either side for September action. And some huge changes into these lineups. As you suspect, Bobby Russo back in, Adam Deacon and Lukey Harble, Nick Stokes, Jamie Jones and Ricky Thomas out of the lineups. Ned Brooks, Connor Gluyas and Hunter Window, big in there. And out for the Shocks is Will McAuliffe, Chester Forster and Tristan Carcuro. Stage is set. This is going to be an absolute belter, one for the ages. And straight away, Noble up and ruck, initiates this. Costanzo gets it down to Bobby Russo, gives it, don't argue. Comes back to Noble. Great tackle by Costanzo, brings him to ground. And it started already. This is going to be a huge arm wrestle. We hope the play opens up because they're both exciting teams. And they'll all draw in that ruck. O'Brien's ball smothered. He goes back for a second lick of the ice cream, the captain. They dish off, clean hands by Sacred Heart. They've got another runner on. And it's Hildyard. Just goes through 50 as he likes. He's got the opener! Wow! And an absolute belter by Charlie Hildyard. Bang! Fakira gets it in the opening minute. One straight. Sacred Heart. And that is a huge start here by the visitors, Nathan Woods.
Yeah, put the Jets on there. Young Charlie Hildyard. And let fly from 50. Beautiful kick. Never looked like missing. So, great start for Shocks here. Always important to get one early on the board when travelling away down here at the Nest. So, good start by Shocks. Good conditions here. All back in the middle now. Big Russo and Noble go at it. Noble will tap down. Picked up by Moore. His handball goes forward. Sacred Heart have got a chance again here. Kayletto. Slip, little handball out. McAuliffe on the left. Chisels one, makes it hard for his forward there. And Salisbury North clear to the outer side, but it's going to come straight back in as Lewis is out there. Short little kick to Window, now out wide. Ball's going to come into a dangerous spot, one-on-one. And he's got it. Sacred Heart, it's Darcy Lacornu. Change of number, I'll just get that down. So one-on-one in the square, use the body well. And what a start for Sacred Heart. They're going to pop their second in here, you'd think, from point-blank range. He just strolls in, kicks the second for Sacred Heart. So what a start. They've got two within a few minutes. Two straight. They lead Salisbury North yet to score. And perfect start, Matty, for the Shockers.
Yeah, perfect start here for Sacred Heart Old Collegians. Off to a flyer. Salisbury North have won 14 of 17 first quarters this season. And electrifying starts have been their mantra. So Sacred Heart off to an absolute fly in the opening minutes. Action brought to you today by Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High 5 E-Bikes, Starfish, Archies, Jag Meatworks. Who will jag the snag of the day and the Kimberley Resorts. Back to the middle. Noble and Russo go at it again. Comes out of the clearance. Still a Costanzo, smart work, goes to Hockey. He's taken down from behind. Calls for holding the ball eventually given. So Henry McAuliffe, some beautiful work, but it's Bone Crusher McRae here. Goes on the left peg, clever little kick. And finds Hunter Window. Drilling ball, lovely hands by Colotto. And the coach is led from the front here. And the Bone Crusher starting off well, the big tackler of the week. So Colotto, 14 games from this campaign, 9 goals. Featured in the best players on more than a quarter of the occasions this season. Former South Adelaide talent, over 160 games of playing life member. Goes from the paint, has it got the distance? Goes out the back, it's touched. So minor score, 2-1. 13 plays yet to score Salisbury North.
And Matty Sharp brings it in, short little kick. Finds Lawlaw, he goes out wide now to Marciano. Defensive 50. Looking for options. He gets a little lead from Costanzo in the middle, but ignores that. He's Going to go down the line, I'd say. So, kicks in front of us here. Punch over the back. Well crumbed, though, by the skipper in O'Brien. Out wide. Brooks leads in the race. He's closely followed there by Sharp, it is, sorry. Ball out of bounds. So Salisbury North yet to go inside forward 50. It's been all Sacred Heart these first 5 minutes or so. So they've got a chance now. It was well crumbed by O'Brien that last play. So big. It's going to be a great duel all day, these two, Russo and Noble. Being held there was Window. Through the arms back, so he gets a free, gets it moving quick.
Oh, huge hit.
Big hit. And it could be on here. That was a big hit. Tyson Richards.
Yeah, Tyson Richards copped that there. They might have to reverse it because he's actually copped more than the bloke that got hit originally. And targeted straight away. And there's a yellow card. Not sure if it's on Richard or the hit itself, but it should be on Richard initially. Yeah. And he is given the yellow sin bin. So he's come off worse for wear as well. To make
heavy collision,
insult to injury there.
Yeah, have a spell and get
have
injured.
A spell. Have a think about it. So a little bit undisciplined from Richard.
Yeah. Trying to assert a bit of authority here, but he's coming off now. So it's going to be young Cameron Kill who's going to get the kick, is it?
What's going on? They have reversed it. So I thought they might because the initial hit was...
cool.
Yeah, so it should be.
So Havel's got it now. So they get their first inside 50, but it's gone over the head there of Halliburtt, I think it is there, Halliburtt. And out of bounds, actually through for a minor score. So a bit happening there. Salisbury North have got first score on the board, a minor score, and Sacred Heart to bring it back in.
So 6 minutes down, opening stanza. Clever little kick to the back pocket here. And Darcy Gluyas asked to play on. Oh, weaves a bit of magic, takes on that man on the mark. Goes his full distance. Dishes off. Some smart work by Window. He's got an ample amount of time when he's got ball in hand. Clever player. Very balanced, like the look of him. They got one on the 45. Noble on in the middle as well. Goes inboard even further. Lovely kick to Rupert Peak. Peak, what a wonderful name, as is his first name, Rupert. So they go to Tyler Kelly. Kelly goes to Colotto at half forward. Big man started well. He'll need to play well today to get his team over the line. Long drilling ball. Plenty of numbers back there for Salisbury North. No intercept taken. Hildyard. Clever little snapper. Doesn't get the aid of the bounce that he would have liked and goes through for a minor score. 2-2-14. Plays one straight. 7 and change opening term for Kieran who gets it.
Yeah, looking dangerous when they go forward, Shocks. Coletto's been on the lead there. Big presence early. So Salisbury North just hanging in there. They go wide now. Marked by Deacon. Short lead there by Joey Brown. That's ignored. Just a bit stagnant out of defence at the moment. Salisbury North. He just bangs it long. Beautiful long kick. A couple of one-on-ones there. Ball goes over the back. Leading in the race was Tuck. Coming across though, doing well was Brad Agnew. Short little kick inboard. Out wide now, Window. He's had plenty of it early. Kicks out in front. Running onto it there. It's Connor Glewis. And he's taken out of bounds there by Sam Marciano. So once again, some good movement. Sacred Heart, they're looking dangerous here. Beautiful scoreboard here. Kieran Ketsu sponsored. 13 points the margin. Kayletto in the ruck with Russo. Comes down. Sacred Heart player over it. Ball going nowhere though. Plenty of players around the ball. And umpire eventually comes in to ball it up. About 40 metres out here. Sacred Heart in attack again. They'd love another one. Little tap forward there. Kick smothered. Russo, little hurried handball. And once again, a lot of players around the ball. Finally, Sacred Heart get a kick forward, but off the side of the boot. Out of bounds on the full, and Marciano to bring it back in.
So good to see Bobby Russo started off well, coming back from that hyperextension a couple of starts back when they defeated Broadview by 101 points on this home deck. And that was their 5th win on the trot. Draw and a loss the last 2 against St Peter's and Port District away. I've got some cavalry back this week, Sacred Heart. Harbour, little Chisler, great mark. Taken on the chest. So Deacon back into the lineup this afternoon. Out through work commitments last week. Go down the line towards true centre wing, far side. Good wrestle on that far side between Russell and Noble. Noble gets it down. They link up well here, Sacred Heart. Clever kick by Agnew. Side forward 50. Oh, the Bone Crusher drops an easy mark. Comes out the back. Clever kick on the snap. Still in play, in fact. And eventually goes out, and that'll be last possession out of play. So, almost 10 minutes down in the opening turn. Salisbury North slow out the blocks this afternoon. One would feel. Clever little kick. Finds the chest there of Lawler. Lawler had been in the lineup. Played 100% of the game since round 1, 21. And great start here by Murray Bastick. The Mr. Bombastic goes in the middle. Difficult ball for Costanzo. He's up to the occasion with a one-hand juggler. Could have gone back to Lawler. Goes for a longer option to Sharp. Gets a bit of sun in the eyes. It comes out the back to Bobby Russo. Strong tackling by the big man. No issues at all with that knee. And ball held up right on the 50-metre paint here for Salisbury North. Their first true 4-8 with some potency. So Russo tries to go the swipe out of the air. There's plenty of numbers here. Pearce, the Slim Shady, dodges, weaves, he's gone. Umpire agrees and be a free kick at half back there. And I think that's
Darcy Glewis.
Darcy Glewis again.
Yeah, he's
started well, the young fella.
Having plenty of it. Darcy Glewis swings around, does what he did before. Dummies around the man on the mark, kicks both sides, and this time on his left. And there's a bit of a hold there. And that's going to go to the other Glewis, or one of three Glewises. He kicks it on. Out in front, Maud's there. Now picked up. It's McDermott. No, that's home. Sorry, no, it's Connor Glewis. So, great kick by Connor Glewis. Little snap, and Sacred Heart got 3. So, what a start for them out here. 3-2, 20, play Salisbury North 1 point. We played 11 and a half minutes. And things looking good here for the Shockers.
So it's been all one-way traffic for the Shockers so far. Penetrating that, Kieran, to get his scoreboard 3-2, 20. We're 12 minutes down, opening term. Once again, big thank you to our partners in streaming. Partners there filming Footy Sports Interactive Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High 5 E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. So this has been the toughest assignment so far for Salisbury North on their home deck. 14-17 first quarters, don't even look like kicking a goal at the moment. Eventually they get a clearance, it's intercepted. Geez, that's a strong tackle on Hildyard. Lovely tackle by Jakey Wagner, bang. So the pressure meter's starting to rise, needed to. Tuck in ruck, swung in, Russo goes up forward. And some strong tackling there at ground level. Have a bit of a rinse and repeat. So the other Wagner there. Dishing up with the secondary tackle. Jakey Wagner. Tarka Noble. Noble just gets the southpaw out the back door. Goes to Moore. Clever dish off to Dewhurst. Goes to the top of the paint. Simons and Co. on operation. Quick kick in the end there. Goes deep. They've got plenty of numbers. Needs to get this through and eventually does. Marciano. He's not going to trouble the scorers. Only one goal to his career in 202 games, Nath Woods.
Yes. Not high rate sausage rolls there. As Salisbury North now, can they get something moving from defensive 50? Ball over the back. Noble gets a little handball out. Ends up with Moore. Got a lead out in front. Glewis, he's got it. So big Darcy Glewis. Sorry. Is that who we... LeCornu, sorry, I'm getting him wrong there. I'm calling him Glewis. We know Darcy's number 17, sorry. LeCornu's the one we want. Darcy LeCornu. So he's lining up for his second. LeCornu. Good presence up forward. Him and Kay Leto, they're both leading and marking well. So in he comes. Looks pretty good off the boot. Umpire says that's all clear, straight over his head. And Shocks have got 4 now. 4-3, 27. Salisbury North just the 1 point. And 14 minutes played in this first quarter. All Shocks at the moment. And just look real dangerous when they go in forward at the moment, Matty Gale.
They certainly do. So been one-way traffic thus far. 4 on the board for the visitors. And the Shocks, as we said, after a fly, Cornu with his second. Lightly raced. He's only had the 13 games over the 2 years. But that equates to 32 goals, so his maximum value and his sufficiency up forward with those big clunkers will be instrumental. So Colotto comes into the ruck as well, takes it out, gets the clearance. Lovely little poker to the top of the paint. And finds, must be Lachlan Peter. He's gone back to the 25 by the look of it, holding on at the top of the square. Umpire just lets play go. And Jacob Fisher swung into defence this week. Was the best player for Salisbury North last week against District. Clever little kick. Goes to Wagner. So Wagner in the heart of his defensive 50. Pretty stagnant as he looks upfield. Looking for some movement. Kicks one, demands the players to move towards him. O'Brien hits the contest as well as Tuck. Comes back, Geordie O'Brien. And taken over the boundary line by McAuliffe. We'll have a boundary throw in. About 65 from home here for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, right in front of the Sacred Heart travelling supporters there. O'Brien just gave him a little tongue out to him there. All good fun. Now, ball back. Slammed on the boot by Moore. Salisbury North back. Bounces straight through a couple of players there. Picked up here. Another snap on goal. It looks pretty good. It's Connor Glewis again. He's got his second. And Shocks are up and about. They've got 5 now. Connor Glewis gets his second. And Signs 32 points here. Getting a little dangerous here. In this, so much on the line in this game. And Sacred Heart have travelled out here. And what a start for them.
Well, Sacred Heart Old Collisions have shell-shocked Salisbury North on the home deck. And that is an understatement. 5 goals, 5-3, 33 plays 1 point. We're 16 and a change down in this opening stanza. And some of the alarm bells are starting to ring from Lukey Harble's coaching box. Tuck gets the ruck tap. Could have been some holding on. Bone Crusher McRae started well, so is Colotto. Ends up hand passing to himself. Does the follow-up work, as does Wagner. Colotto goes back in for his third effort. He's got to earn himself a free kick for a high one over the shoulder. Pearce giving away that free kick. Colotto searching for some 50 up the field. Nothing doing. Got McRae on short. Can also go out towards Kuehl. Goes in the middle. Pulls off something really good there. Finds off Sanderson. Fires away Sanderson. Deep entry to the Cornu. Couldn't go the double grabber. Window dishes off. Smart play. Goes to Hildyard. Breaks the tackle. Lines up for his second. Goes to the right for a minus score. So 5-4-34. Plays 1 point. And 17 minutes down in this opening term. Nathan Woods. It's tight rope material for Salisbury North at the moment and scintillating from Sacred Heart.
Yeah, they let off the hook there. Salisbury North deserved a goal. Hilliard. Russo drops the mark. Well done by Sacred Heart. Got around a player. He's got a loose part of the ruckman there, Noble. He couldn't pick it up, but he's going to get a free kick. Is it chopping the arm, maybe? Yeah,
Joey Brown, too tall for him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mismatch there. There was a couple of smaller Salisbury North players and just panicked and chopped the arm of Big Noble.
Wonderful work by Noble. He's had his highest goal return since 2022. He's been playing a little bit more forward. Colotto more on the ruck. And I like this match-up for him going deep because he's got some great forward craft.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. So Big Noble, he's had a good year. Been impressed when I've seen him play. More in the ruck when I saw him play earlier in the season, but as you said, now playing a bit more forward. So in he comes, Noble. On the left. Hits it okay, but just slides away.
Yeah, he tried to guide that through, Noble,
he didn't.
unfortunately.
He didn't really kick through it, did he?
No.
Really 40 out, and he just made the distance. So
no, he needed to hit that tin roof behind the goals. Unfortunately,
10
wouldn't
shots,
want to let that one root. 5-5-35, plays one solitary behind. Cornu improvises. They're under the pump here. Oh, that's deliberate as you like. Umpire says throw it in, give him a little bit of respite. So they've on song here, on fire at the moment. White hot. Same as the Guernseys for Sacred Heart Old Collegians. Started splendidly. Russo swings himself back in the ruck. Goes underground. Lawler pumps it long. Sitting under easily in the end there is Nettie Brooks. Brooks has got one on the middle, decides to go there. Clever kick. He's got 2 on, in fact. Goes the longer option. Little Chisler inside forward 50 to LeCorn. You just poked it in there. Tried to dish off the Hildyard. He started superbly. Ball will be held up. And eventually is 25 from home on that far-ish side. And 34 points. Could this be a match-winning lead? So early in the game. Goes to O'Brien. Left foot snap out of that action. And a fair wool there by Sacred Heart. So they're looking to pump it back in with some interest. Unbelievable start. Never predicted this. Nor did the Sacred Heart faithful. So he's going to have a shot. Pearce is 50 from home. Maybe they did. I did see a few heads down at the Morford Arms during the week. It's where the boys go after training. Oh, ball smothered. Comes to the Costanzo. Gives off to the Slim Shady Pearce. Pumps it in the direction of Tyson Richard. They're off to the races. Unfortunate bounce. Clever mockling up. Juhair. Sanderson. They go in the middle. Lovely looking kick. Beautiful kick to Hunter Window. Dishes off. Got one out wide. And goes in the direction of McDermott. Only played the 7 games this year. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. And ball will be thrown in about 70 from home here. Well, last possession out of bounds, so they'll move that straight back in. And Jacob Fisher been given plenty of handy advice by the by the Sacred Heart loyal supporters. Pumps one down the line. Not his best looking kick. Still a ball to be won at ground level. Hocking goes the bump. Unusual approach and goes in hard again. Hocking. And in a wrestle now with Connor Glewis. So Glewis has started superbly. Both the Glewises have featured predominantly. And it's been one-way traffic, Nathan Woods. Yes, ball thrown up at true centre wing, broadcast side.
Yeah, McDermott in there working hard. He's brought to ground. Using the corridor well here, Sacred Heart.
I think there might be a few spot fires out here today, Nathan. Yeah. Just give you the little strong tip.
Certainly a bit of tension. Some good hits. Here go, Sacred Heart.
On cue.
Yeah,
on
here we go.
Cue.
We got O'Brien and Gill are at it.
Some great umpiring there by the central umpire.
So it's going to be Connor Glewis now. He's just being spoken to.
The old calm the farm, Nath.
Yeah. Short little kick to Noble now. Playing this big oval real well here, Sacred Heart. Noble's just going to give a little handball to Darcy Glewis. He's had a lot of it in this first quarter. He pumps it in. Hot spot over the top. LeCornu! Big Darcy LeCornu just floated in from the side. He had his name written all over it. Beautiful day for forwards. So some big marks, and that's a great clunk by LeCornu. He's lining up for his third. As McCall Henry comes off, Simon's back on. Sanderson also having a spell.
Brought his own step ladder this afternoon. Yes. Darcy LeCornu.
He has been real dangerous up forward. So this for 3 for Glewis and 6 for Shocks. Got 40 out, straight in front, just leans back on it, and it's got through the middle. Shocks got 6. What a start for them, and things are... Warning bells are certainly sounding now for Salisbury North. They desperately are in need of the next goal. We've played 22 and a half, nearly 23 minutes, and he comes off, has a spell, big LeCornu.
Jeez, he absolutely loved that. Quite a humble character coming off the field there, and that's 3 potent goals up forward. Yep. And Darcy LeCornu, what an instrumental start from him, inspiring. Back to the middle. Noble and Russo will be a battle of the Goliaths in there this afternoon. Geordie O'Brien just asking for a little bit of leadway from the umpire. Ball thrown up. Russo gets the tap. Ball comes to ground. Pearce dishes off. Gets it to Deacon. Goes to centre forward to Richard. Pearce comes in hard and gives away that free kick for a little overzealous tackle.
Well, he's given the umpire
he's given the umpire some friendly advice, and he said, I'll give you some advice back with a 25-eye. So, undisciplined there. Goes short. Down the middle. Little worm burner across the cricket pitch. Some smart whip by Hellabout. Pearce trying to make up for his work there before. McRae dishes off. Clever hand pass. And they're queuing up again here, Sacred Heart. Drilling ball inside forward 50. Oh, lovely one-hander by Marciano. Clever mark in the end. So some much-needed respite for him and his defensive unit. They go out to Costanzo. Had a brilliant season, Costanzo. 16 goals, featuring the best players on 6 of 17 occasions. Goes to our broadcast side. Not going to get to his intended target, and that is out of bounds on the full. So nothing going in the favour of the home team. And that perceived pressure, Nathan Woods just started to creep in more than it was several minutes ago. And they got 6 on the board, which is huge.
Yeah, no doubt. They're struggling. He's got a bit of the fumbles there, but he ended up grabbing a Hable. Nice little kick out wide. Finds Joey Brown. Brown, this is where they really struggling to get it out. Deep in there. Defensive front.
Smart work.
Out the back there. No, picked up off the front by Dewhurst. Short little kick to Noble. Brown does well. Hocking's there. He falls over. Coming through there was Todd Pearce. Gets a little handball out to Costanzo. Johannesson one-on-one. Well done there by Tyler Kelly. And ball out of bounds. So they need Jake Johansson to get involved here. We know he's a clever forward. Hasn't had much opportunity so far this quarter. It's been all Sacred Heart. Only a minute or so to go, you'd think, in this first quarter. Russo and Noble. Noble taps it on, only as far as Brown. But his handball goes to Sacred Heart here. Tommy McDermott slams it on the left boot. Which way is it going to bounce? Beautifully for Sacred Heart. Connor Glewis, he just kicks it into space. Says run onto that. There's players streaming everywhere. Throwing some good toe was Fenson. But he's wrapped up in a tackle. Kick comes out. They do well there, Salisbury North. Hable's out there now. He's just going to flick it over the top. And the crowd over here, they're up and about, the Sacred Heart crowd. They're giving it to the Salisbury North players and the umpires. Lawlaw's got it. He goes down the line here. Russo in good position. Oh, he drops what he should have taken. And now he's given a shove and a free kick. So things are unravelling here a little bit for Salisbury North. They're trying to impose themselves a little bit here, but they're giving away a few frees. So it's going to come back in. Connor Glewis, he's had a good quarter. Kicked a couple of goals. They're probably just happy to go in now, just hold possession. Take this 40-point lead into quarter time. McDermott now. He's just going to wait for something and go long. In the end, he goes a little bit shorter. Kills there, but on the lead more. Couldn't quite take the mark. Kills happy to take that out of bounds. Right in front of us here. 27 minutes and a little bit on the clock gone in this first quarter. And what a quarter it's been in such a vital game. Winner plays finals. Leaves in 5th. Ends up in 5th now. O'Brien slams it on the boot. Leading in the race there, taking good mark was Agnew. Gets a little shove from Tuck. Agnew, he's got Hunter Window on short. Clever player. Cornell premiership player last year. What a pick up for Shocks. Nice little kick inboard. Peter, we think it's Peter anyway, but there's a 25 out there as well, so I'm not sure. So Peter now. Siren imminent. Big kick, forward, big pack. Over the back. Salisbury North now. We're just going to slam it forward. Oh, couldn't take the mark. Over the back. Tap forward. Tuck's there. He flicks it over looking for O'Brien. Missed him. Goes back there. Ned Brooks is there and out of bounds. Hand it over to you, Matty. I've gone on a bit longer there, but I thought the siren was going to blow, but it should be any second, I think.
So 28 and a half minutes down, opening term. And it's a 40-point margin to Sacred Heart. And the Kieran gets his scoreboard, thumped towards the boundary line. Quick kick out of mid-air there by Deacon. Comes to Bone Crusher McRae. He's ball smothered by Deacon. They come out the back to Harble. Left foot bullet. Absolutely beautiful kick to Richard. They need to get the ball moving on. They could get a late goal here. Getting one's an understatement. Goes towards Sharp with some holding on and he'll get the free kick. So, well weighted kick there in the end by Richard. I think it might be Hellabout, in fact. No, it's Tuck. And a change up of the boots this week. So Brady Tuck's played down forward in the ruck and up down back as well today. He's played a bit of a licorice all sorts sort of role. Such has been the nature of this game. So can he get a settler? No footy in 2024, coming off an ACL. Former state under 16 rep. And that is not his best kick. An absolute mung off the boot. And straight through the middle of the points for a minor score. So 41 plays 2, 39-point margin for Kieran Ugetsu. We're 30 minutes down in this opening stanza. Nathan Woods.
Kicking now, Sacred Heart. Looks like Darcy Lewis. On the left, there's the siren to win this first quarter. Double siren, and Sacred Heart have absolutely dominated that. 11 shots to 2. They lead by 39 points on the Kieran High Ketsu scoreboard. We had 2 goals each to Darcy Lacornio and Connor Lewis, and singles to Charlie Hilliard. And who's the other one? Oh, Darcy got 3, sorry. Yeah, Darcy Lacornio 3. 2 to Connor Lewis and 1 to Charlie Hilliard. But ready to go. All Sacred Heart that quarter. Salisbury North, they're going to have to, do some soul searching and come out in this second quarter.
Well, as we mentioned during the quarter, they've won 14 out of 17 first quarters, and that one counts for nothing now because that was an obliteration on the Kieran Ugetsu scoreboard. We'll bring back the second quarter action after the break. Welcome back to the Salisbury North Oval, quarter time, and it's been a Sacred Heart obliteration on the Kieran scoreboard. 6-5-41, plays 2 behinds, 39-point lead, and could that be a match commanding lead? It's definitely the match winning league thus far. Just going around the grounds for Kieran Port District's 4-2-26, Ross Trevor 2 behinds, 24 points the margin there at quarter time. Glenunga up by 15 against Paynham. St Peter's off to a flyer, 5-5-35 to 3 points there, Broadview. And Prince Alfred College 1-3-9, Golden Grove 4-4, 28, 19 points the margin there. With Nathan Woods, who's going to call the second term of this final round, the play-in final basically between Salisbury North and Sacred Heart. 6 taking on 5th. We've got a blockbuster. Can Salisbury North get themselves back in the game? Will it be more of the same from Sacred Heart, who has started absolutely superbly? And what a wonderful lead they have, Nathan Woods.
So here we go. See what response we get from the Hawks. Up they go. Russo and Noble. Well crumbed here. Sacred Heart, McRae's got it. Swings onto the left. Good defensive mark there. Taken by Salisbury North. They repel the first attack. And that was Murray Bastick. Out wide. 3-on-1 though out there. McRae over the top. Great mark.
Jeez,
put the Dukes out over the top. That was a beauty by McRae. And he's kicked it straight to Salisbury North, but was dealt with after. So ill discipline there from Salisbury North. It could be costly. Clayton Simon's got it now. Waiting for a little lead up. He's got one loose in the pocket. No one near that player there. Just try and pick him up in the binoculars.
Lockie Peter, I think.
Yep, you're right. Thank you, Matty. Lockie Peter. Long way away from us here, out in front of the barbecue. He's going to kick from just inside 50. Take a good effort. And he comes. He's got good connection. He's going to go right to the square. Flying was tuck over the top. Dangerous spot. Plenty of players around it. Ball going nowhere there. So there'll be a ball up in the goal square. Can Shock snap one through here? Nah, well picked up through there by Jake Wagner and took it through for a minor score. So much of the same to start this first few minutes of the second quarter. Sacred Heart attacking.
So Harwood to do the kick-in duties. Can he inspire his troops and inject himself into the game? Got nothing to lose now. So he plays on from that kick out. Manages to bite off plenty, but there's a sea of Sacred Heart, and there's the bone crush from McRae. Got one on the middle. Darcy Glurius goes inside, 450, pumps it in. Plenty of support there at ground level. Clever little snap over the shoulder. Bang! McAuliffe. What a start by Henry McAuliffe. Kicks his 22nd for his 19th goal for the year. Had the 21 goal return last season. More of the same this year. And game 97 for Sacred Heart. He's kicked his 112th goal. And one of his best, Nathan Woods.
Yeah, that was a great crumbing goal by McAuliffe. Front and centre. Perfect spot. Good gather and snapped over the left shoulder. So perfect start in the second quarter. 13 shots to 2. 7 on the board, Sacred Heart. And Salisbury North, shell-shocked here. They're rattled.
Hey, as you should be. 7 goals, bang.
So in the middle, Noble. Up McRae, started the second quarter magnificently. Little handball over the top. McDermott's there. Gathers. Swings around on the left. Pumps it into a dangerous spot. Good use of the body there. Couldn't take the mark. Was Bastick. And
dangerous tackle.
Yeah, not a lot in it. Bastick. They're under the pump again here at Salisbury North. And when they get the ball in half back, they just seem to be very stagnant. Ball comes out wide. Good mark. Taken by Brody Wagner. Some short little leads being offered. I think he'll just have to bang this down the line now. And he does. He's called to play on. Just thumps it to a pack. Noble flies over the back. Good little handball by Richard. Slammed on the boot now by Deacon. Picked up by Johansson. His handballs went astray. Well done by Brooks, but a hurry kick forward. And taken by Tuck, and he'll pump it back in for Salisbury North. tuck into the middle. Slow build up here, Lawler out wide. Hable's going to run onto it. Kicks it out into space. Not a bad kick, but Kay Leto does real well. Wore his opponent and put the big right Duke into it. Out of bounds, out of side. 4.5 minutes played, 46 points the margin.
So strong punch there. Bit of a golden fist from Colotto. Led from the front this afternoon. Third year in Division 1 company for Sacred Heart. Strong tackle by Bone Crusher McRae. And the umpire says throw it in, please. So we'll have a bit of a rinse and repeat. Salisbury North still to get their first goal. It's a free kick in the end. So Sharp, right half forward. Should be asked to move it on. Eventually he does. Geez, lovely kick inside forward 50. Bobby Russo couldn't take the mark. Battles manfully at ground level. We'll have the ball held up 48 from home. So more of an arm wrestle this quarter. Great work, Bobby Russo. He's got one out the back here, does he? No, he gets well mopped up by Kelly. Little poker. Would have been a free upfield. I might actually bring this back.
Played advantage.
Because there was no advantage whatsoever. I think the player actually stopped mid-kick, hence the mung off the boot. But umpire wasn't up to that one. But it'll be exactly where we were 1 minute ago. So ball in the hands there. A tuck goes a long one deep inside forward 50. No mark taken at ground level. Plenty of Sacred Heart players mopping up and eventually escorted over the boundary line. There's Darcy Lewis. He's been instrumental down back as his brother Connor has been up forward. He's had 2 goals in the opening term and along with LeCornu with 3. They've been an absolute handful. So Russo goes with the beautiful tap in board. Goes back to Russo. Tell you what, the Bone Crusher McRae must have racked up 7 tackles already. Great to see him back from that ACL. Had to come back through the C's, B's and eventually the A's last year. Quick kick out of the contest. Unfortunately, no one home for Sacred Heart. An easy mopping up there by Sanderson. So Sanderson drills the ball. Should find Rupert Peak. And he goes inboard. Clever dish goes to Bone Crusher McRae. Made to earn it there by Deacon. So McRae got a short option on. Could have gone there. Eventually goes in the longer direction there. Oh, great mark. Because I think the Dukes would have been out from McCullough. So Moore pumps it inside forward 50. And easy pickings in the end there by Tuck.
So Tuck now out wide. Oh, he's shanked that badly. Kay Leto picks it up. Kill now. He's got players streaming back, but there's 2 Salisbury North players there as well. And one of them's going to take the mark. I think it's Deacon. Bastic, sorry. Thank you, Matty. Out wide now. So running Hable, looks like. He chips it over the top to the skipper, O'Brien. Still searching for their first major here. O'Brien kicks it. Good use of the body by the big ruckman, Russo. He's saying, come at me. And he's offered the lead here. Good use of the body by Jakey Johansson. Can he run onto it? No, coming back and doing well. Was the Sacred Heart player there in Brooks, I think. Ned Brooks did well. So throw in. Can Salisbury North put one through the big sticks? We've played 8 minutes in this second quarter. Russo and Noble go at it. Good little tap by Russo. Kick was smothered, I think, there. Was Hocking. So Sacred Heart now, 1-on-1 in the middle. Both players holding each other in the end. It was Law. He goes out wide, finds Deacon. Deacon now. There's a running player out wide. He goes in forward. Russo's there. McRae does well in a 1-on-1. Socket off the ground and in danger, I think the umpire may have called.
Nah, held on.
Held on, was it? So Brooks takes the free and off he goes out wide to Peake. Peake's got McDermott over the top, but he goes looking inboard. Now he just kicks a helicopter straight to the middle. Dewhurst is there. The tap goes towards Hocking. And the little fella Hocking just ducked a little bit down. It's not hard to take him high. Tyrell Hocking, the speedster. Kick to O'Brien. Can he pump one through the sticks? He goes forward, one-on-one. Russo. Oh, they're going to give him a free kick in front of goal.
Yeah.
So, just a little tug, the jumper there, and...
Yeah, had a handful of Guernsey, Nate.
So I think it's Big Brooks there on Russo, and Russo just spending a bit of time forward now. In he comes. Point blank range, puts it through for Salisbury North's first. Taking them 9.5 minutes in this second quarter. But they get their first major.
Essentially taken them 40 minutes to get that opening goal there. They've tried to... Had a good section of play there, Salisbury North, just holding that ball inside their forward half, got their structure right, and that's been their hardest thing. Haven't got their structure in place at all up until now. And they'll need to bang on a few real quick ones if they're going to get themselves back into this game. Still a whopping 40-point margin. And Sacred Heart have been in command control for most of this clash. Russo swung straight back into the ruck against Noble, the Eyre Peninsula product. Noble reads it well, comes back to Russo, tries to dish off to Hocking. He's held up in a vice-like grip by the Moore. Hocking tries to get it out, Moore goes back again. And we'll have a secondary ball up. So, more of an arm wrestle mode this quarter. And Sacred Heart just flew along the track here at Salisbury North in the opening turn. Quick hand pass out to Glewis. He goes to half forward. Great hit of the ball there by Clotto. He's taken down. The umpire agrees. They play on immediately. Little Chisler, little Wormburner down well. Dishes off the Wormburner hand pass. Right foot snapper. There's our snag of the day for Jag Meatworks. Beautiful right foot snapper. And the margin back out to 46 points.
It's a window, I think.
What an absolute belter. Hunter window. No, we'll just check on that, Nathan.
It's coming into the middle there.
No, it is Hunter window.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeez, that was a sensational goal. 11-minute mark. We'll put that one in the black book. 11-minute mark. Jag Meatworks, 1 kilo. Hunter window.
Couple of good snaps. Window and McAuliffe, opportunist goals. So that goal's cancelled out straight away. They get it back, Sacred Heart. They've got 8 on the board. Back in the middle. Noble jumps over Russo. Been good in the middle here, Moore. Back into Window. He's got a running player there in Peter. So Lockie Peter now. Goes inside 50. Ball spills to Kayletto. Gets around one player, did well. Man. Window, nice little kick out in front. He's hit him on the chest. I don't thought it was going to play on there or what was going on, but that was a beautiful kick.
He's going to give away 50.
Window. And
geez, how's the Hunter window delivery on the golden platter?
Yeah, that was just beautiful to Connor Glewis.
Delight.
Didn't have to break stride, Glewis. So Connor Glewis, he's got a chance to get his third now. And Sacred Heart, bang, bang. 2 in a minute. Glewis, he likes it. So Connor Glewis has got 3. And he'll be over to Hunter window there and saying, thanks, mate, for that delivery. And well done by Kayletto. Got around a couple of players. A little handball inboard to Window. And Window's been heavily involved these last few minutes with that great goal and that assist. So Sacred Heart banged 2 quick ones back on the board. 52 points the margin. 13 minutes gone. And it's a long way back now, Matty Gale.
Yeah, it's 52 points, match high. Kunagitsu's been all one-way traffic. Ball comes to ground. Some great mopping up by Noble. A couple of the premier ruckmen in the Division 1 company this year. Russo gets the tap towards Costanzo, well intercepted. Noble goes the left foot off the back step. Could have been some holding on to McAuliffe, not paid. Here we go again. Clever work. Glewis pokes one over the shoulder to McAuliffe. And does he go back for his second?
A lot of cousins and brothers and out there, Lewis's, LeCornew's, McAuliffe's.
I brought back the camera,
Even
don't worry about that.
cousin as well.
So Henry McAuliffe
They're
looking for his 20th for the 2025 campaign. Man on the mark, stands 47 from home. Get a little bit of right to left from up that end. Gets that close to the man on the mark. Drills it all the way. Sinks it. And he loves it. And he's kicked his second and his 20th for the season. And it's out to a whopping 58-point margin on the Kieran gets his scoreboard. 14.5 down, second term.
The onslaught continues. 58 points the margin here. This has been some sort of start here by Sacred Heart out at the nest. Tough road trip from all the way down Brighton Road. Shock boys have come here on a mission. And it is all one-way traffic as Kay Leto over the top window. Back to Kay Leto. They're killing him out of the middle here. Keel now. Pumps it inside 50. McAuliffe's there again. Punched by Salisbury North player. Simon slams it on the boot around the left in front. Or could have been taking a mark. McAuliffe's got it again. He's got three. McAuliffe on the left foot. Snaps it through. And three for McAuliffe. The small forwards are running a muck up in the forward line for Sacred Heart. Three for McAuliffe, three for Connor Lewis. Window up there as well.
Oh, don't forget three for LeCornew.
Yeah, and the big LeCornew as well.
He just had the Lazy Boy Lounge out tonight, so far this quarter.
And
so Ethan Moore re-enters the fray, so does Lukey Harble. So need to extract something from somewhere. Harble will take on more featuring in the best players on 10 of 11 games this year. Super impressive form. Went headed off to Europe last year, come back just before finals. Collado. Bastek goes bang with the tackle. And ball held up in the middle. So 16 minutes and change down, second term. Russo gets the southpaw down. Almost nutmegs Collado, eventually does. Kicks off the ground, could have been in danger by O'Brien. Goes to tuck, needs clean hands here. How about, can he get a kind bounce? Here comes Wagner, can he drill it? No, he can't. So Kieran gets his scoreboard. It's continued to be dry out there for Salisbury North. 1-3-9 plays, 11-6-72 for Kieran gets it.
Darcy Lewis kicks out wide. Well done there by Kelly. Shrugged the tackle. Hurry kick forward. Leading in the race, Salisbury North player. He was tackled. And happy to take it over bounds, out of bounds there. Was the Salisbury North player. Couldn't quite pick him up. Long way away. I'll get the binoculars out here. Throw in. See a few people sitting on the back of their cars enjoying this lovely winter's day. So, ball over the back. Salisbury North. Can they get something going? O'Brien. Skipper trying to will him back into it. Over the back, Lewis read it well. And takes a good mark. And he's going to be...
Yeah, he come in late there. There was nothing in it from Hillabout, but just interfered with the man already on the mark.
So, Darcy Lewis is just going to go in short. Bit of a wobbly one, but Peter Marks. Out wide, he's got Hilliard on. And he's also got Window on further afield. It goes to him now. Hunter Window having a good second quarter. Spears one in. And coming across and doing well there was Jacob Fisher. Handballs out wide to Hable. And they're going right back, push right back to the last line of defence. Callum Brown's got it now. He's going to go out of side. Short little kick, called to play on. Not 15. Comes back in board. Salisbury North has kicked it straight to Sacred Heart.
I think it's Ethan Moore.
Ethan Moore again, I reckon you're right. Yeah. Read that well, and Chip came across, took the mark, and bad error there from Salisbury North, given an opportunity for Sacred Heart now to make a pay. Number 12. And Moore, let me kick from just inside 50. Good crowd out here today. Cars all around the whole oval. Moore gets underneath it and slices it, and two players hit each other there. Salisbury North, no voice, and collided with each other, and the ball's going to be thrown up, so things aren't going Salisbury North's way today. They've been undisciplined. Tap now, Russo. Lurking there was McAuliffe again. He wants another one. Ball through for a minor score. Salisbury North to bring it back in.
64 points the margin for Kieran. Almost 20 minutes down. Second term, Costanzo with the ball in hand. Goes a little chipper. So his coach goes to the 1-2. Costanzo, a little poker again. Goes again with a 1-2. Clever work by Costanzo. Oh, another little collision, as was the case in the last line of defence previously. Little one over the top to Pearce. Could have been an arm chop. Umpire says play on, and eventually goes off hands and out of play. True centre wing, far side. So this quarter, 5 goals to 1 in favour of the visitors. It's a 39-point margin at quarter time. Now out to 64. Slicer down the line. Goes in the direction of Lacornu, who's been magnificent with 3 up front. Pumps it back in there. Was Fencer. And looks like the umpire's found a free kick for holding on. Player down right on the man on the mark. Hope he's okay there. Slow to his feet there, Pearce. Yeah. So a little chipper. Have a little kick. Just trying to maintain ball in hand here. They haven't had much ball in hand at all. Can't have composure without ball in hand. Goes to the pocket and just push because Sacred Heart are dominating the corridor. Got all the answers down back. They just seem to have players everywhere you look. And it's a flat-footed Salisbury North thus far. And major concerns for Lukey Harble and the coaching team. But Alex Collotto came here on a mission and they made every post a winner thus far. Shallow throw in. Collotto and Russo. What a delightful match-up that is. Collotto could have been held on there and the umpire agrees. So it'll be a free kick to Pearce, the Slim Shady lookalike. Missed 2 years with a knee recon. Plays around the man on the mark. Sells a bit of candy. He's got the left foot hook. Does it swing back? Could have been a mark attempt there from Deacon and punch through for a minor score. And still the margin 63 for Kieran. 21, nearly 22 minutes down this second term.
Okay, Leto gets the kick in now. Just going to go short. Oh, well read there by Richard. Came across. So he's Tyson Richard just came across in front of Sanderson there, and he's going to go back and try and ping this from 50. So Tyson Richard, saw him early on, big collision. The Sacred Heart player had a little 10-minute spell, but desperately need this one here, Salisbury North. So Richard now. In he comes. Strikes it pretty well. Going right to the square. It's gone through. That's a great kick by Richard. Just snuck it in. Great connection from just inside 50. So Salisbury North get their second. Tyson Richard gets his first. And certainly a much needed one. They'd love another one or two to take into a bit of momentum into half time here. Can that be the spark that just gets some momentum going here for the Hawks?
So Tyson Richard kicking his 26th for 2025. Been a magnificent pickup. He's kicked 14 goals since round 11 and has got that raking right foot. Beautiful kick on goal. So Russo, Noble. Russo stays down, gets the tap down. Still at ground level. She's a fair old wrestle. And Ethan Moore, he's the Energizer Bunny. He'll go all day, the strongly built midfielder. And Murray Bastick, known as Mr. Bombastic. Great tap from Russo to O'Brien. Couldn't go with him there. It was Johansson. Really sided this afternoon, Johansson. And Hellabout as well. They're two slippery forwards. Haven't had a sniff thus far. Great tap by Russo, goes to O'Brien. And we'll have a three-peat ball up. So time on, second term. Can we see one more for Kieran who gets it? Good tap by Noble. Goes to Bone Crusher. McRae could have been held on. He got checked. McDermott comes in to improvise. And McRae just wins it like a bull. Good punch. Simons, pivotal position. Left foot around the corner. They've got players on and runners. Need to be clean, need to be composed here, the Salisbury North defence, and he earns a free kick. Clever work there in the end by Dom Costanzo. And a little bit of respite here for the Salisbury North defence.
So Costanzo now, in front of the Salisbury North rooms. Goes out wide now, coming across. Good mark by the ruckman Noble. He's got the answers everywhere at the moment, Sacred Heart. So Noble, just going to slow it up. Hold possession, back to Glewis. It's Darcy. Those bright green boots. Beautiful kick of the footy. Darcy Glewis on his left. Goes out wide. Sandwiched in between them was McRae. So Pearce and McRae have a little shove, the two blondies. And ball out of bounds, out of side now. So not long to go in this second quarter. 26 minutes nearly played. And it's been Salisbury North with the 1 goal. Sacred Heart with the 5 in this quarter. Peters wrapped up. So, was Lockie Peter? Yep, he was wrapped up in a tackle. So ball going nowhere. Throw up now. Tap by Noble. Out the back. Slammed on the boot. Good smother. Goes back and has another kick. I think Joey Brown. Forward now. Turn around. Salisbury North player was looking the other way. Dewhurst ran off him and got the ball, but he was wrapped up in a tackle. So going nowhere here. 50 metres out from Salisbury North's goal. I'd love to jag one more here before the break. In the call, about 1.5 minutes to go in this first half. Slammed on the boot. Salisbury North 1-on-1 in the square. Glewis does well in a 1-on-1 there. Through for a minor score. So Darcy Glewis to bring it back in.
Oi, so he forgot there is a rule. You can go out. Glewis been instrumental down back with his creative left foot. Pumps that ball. 70 out of his defensive line. Could have been some tunnelling there on LaCornia. Umpire didn't see it. Little chipper to the pocket towards Richard. So Richard kicked a couple of snags last week against District. Look, in terrific form goes to Hocking. So Hocking, son of the Eddie, the Scud, played for 5 clubs between 2019 and 2023. And he's had a great little afternoon. Former West Adelaide product in the pocket. Goes the banana. Needs something magic. He salutes. What a sensational goal from Hocking. And can that be some inspiration that can get him back into the game? Because it's been pretty slim pickings up to now, Nathan Woods.
Yes. Mark that one down. 27.5 minutes as well. Eddie Hocking, what a check side goal.
It was our Jag Meatworks winner for the snag of the day back in round 16. And he kicked that scoring goal.
Yeah, St. Peter's.
Had to get that one. Had to score a goal to claim a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that last second kick on goal to draw that match there at the Caterer.
That's right, yeah. Great snap that was as well. So back in the middle now, 2 in a row for Salisbury North. Russo Noble. Noble grabs it out of the ruck. He's tackled though. Held to him. So we'll have a repeat stoppage right in the middle here.
Gee, that's time wasted.
Yeah, O'Brien's just kicked it off the ground now. So Noble gives a quick handle to Moore. Can they jag a late one here? Out in front of LeCornu. He's pursued by Brown. Gets a good bounce. Handball back into the middle here. Dangerous kick through the middle, but works well. Costanzo. He has a nice kick to Pearce. Now they've got some run. This is better from Salisbury North. Hocking over to O'Brien. Can they finish their good work? Nice kick. Joe Hanson's got it. He's got a couple players streaming back. One out wide. He's taken the marker. That's sharp.
Joey Brown.
Joe Brown, sorry, the 8. So he's got to be careful not to play on when the siren goes. There wouldn't be much time left. And there it is, right on cue. So it's going to take a big kick from out the outer side here from about 50 metres. It'll take a best effort. So can they jag one on the siren and get 3 in a row here? Take some good momentum into the break. So Joey Brown kicked it, but it's not going to make the distance. And plenty of tall timber there. And Sanderson slaps it over through for a minor score. So Salisbury North go to 3-6-24, trailing Sacred Heart 11-7-73, 51 points the margin. Ready, so better signs late in that quarter for Salisbury North, but in the end, 5-3 Sacred Heart's way, and they take a commanding lead into the break.
So 49 points the margin at half time. We'll bring back the second half action after this break.
51.
Welcome back to the Salisbury North Oval, Division 1, Round 18 clash for the Adelaide Footy League. And at half-time, it's been a sizzling Sacred Heart Old Collisions, 11-7-73. Salisbury North, 3-6-24. 39-point margin at quarter-time, 59 at the main break. Just around the grounds for Kieran and Ross Trevor, a handy 4-point margin at half-time over Port District at home. Glenunga, the relegation battle is still well and truly up for grabs. Paynham with a 14-point lead at half-time. St Peter's up by 38 at home, and Prince Alfred down by a massive 49. Nathan Woods gets us underway in this premiership term.
So here we go. Noble and Russo had a good battle. Hocking gets the centre clearance. Pumps it in long. Crumbing there was Joe Hansen. Swings it back into the middle. Big pack forms. Over the back, Dewhurst. Oh, great run-down tackle. He's got to be rewarded. Was blindsided there, and that's a really good tackle, run-down tackle from behind.
That was absolutely mowed down there.
That's the start they want here, Salisbury North. That sort of pressure, and Matty Sharp's going to line up from a very gettable distance of 30-odd metres, so player of his class should pop this one through, and it'll be an ideal start for Salisbury North. So Sharp deserves a goal after that tackle. In he comes. Leans back. Umpire watches it sail over his head. So Salisbury North, it's just what they needed to get a quick early goal. Within a minute, they're on the board and get their fourth. First goal to Matt Sharp for the day. And they've got the last 3 of this game now. So slowly crawling their way back, but still a long way behind. 43 points the margin. But they strike first blood in this half.
Tell you what, it was non-evident in the first half there. The forward craft pressure from Salisbury North. They brought it to the table early doors, third term, and they'll need to be sustainable up there. Been starved of opportunities, and a quick goal to get us underway in the second half. Brute force and sheer weight and numbers for Sacred Heart in the opening half. Went on the demolition derby. Crans a cack, particularly the Kieran who gets it. Ball comes to ground. Clever kick by Moore. Slicer inside forward 50. Gets to the top of the paint. Fisher dishes off. Clever work. Goes through Harble. Coach injecting himself into the game. Back into the lineup this week. Had an awful virus. Lost 4 kilos. Had a couple of steaks at the bistro during the week and build up his muscle capacity again. Goes to tuck in the middle. He's got hell about at half forward. Goes in that direction. Needs to be composed. Almost a falcon. And the Salisbury North forwards ran forward of the play. They sucked out the front. McRae drills the ball. Top of the paint. They got one out the back. Good punch in the end, but easy mark there. And a strong mark to Callum Brown. So they get the switch on through Joey Brown.
Brown now kicks out in front of Tuck. McRae spoils well. And there's going to be a free kick here.
Definite legging.
So Tuck just grabbed McRae by the legs, so he'll get a tripping free. He's going to go to the coach, Kay Leto. Right in front of us here. He's got the running kill. Ignores that. Goes into the middle now. Noble. So just being patient here in their build-up. Sacred Heart. Plenty of players ahead. So Noble now. Launches. LeCornu fly over the back. Couldn't quite take the mark. Picked up there by Bastic. And handballs straight to Marciano, who was wrapped up in a tackle. So Sacred Heart now have a chance. Get one back in the ruck. Russo has an airy. Kills there. Ball pins out to O'Brien, I think it was. Joe Hansen over the back. He couldn't get it. Now Agnew to McRae. Good pressure by Joe Hansen. Just pushed him off the ball. Picked up by Tuck. Ball's being bumbled everywhere there at the moment. In the end, ball's on the ground. And the ball will be thrown up in front of us. Hasn't gone too far in the last minute. Noble taps down. Running through was Kill. He did well. Just gets a little shove as he's kicked. Ball over the back. Now the speedy window. Kicks it out in front. Beautiful kick again, but good spoil there on Lewis. Now the handball, though, back to McAuliffe. Slammed on the boot now by McDermott. Good position and good body use by Kayleto. So, a bit of a messy build-up, but in the end, it's resulted in Kayleto in a very gettable goal. He's only going to be right behind him here, probably about 35 metres out.
Smart positioning by Kayleto there in the one-on-one duel. And clever kick to aid of his side.
Yep, on the back hip there. Spot on, Matty. Great use of the body. And in comes Kayleto. Leans back. A beautiful kick. Straight through the middle. He loves it. He revs the troops up. And Spot get that one back. So that's their first goal for a while. After the last three went to Salisbury North. Sacred Heart get their 12. Margin back out to 49 points. And we've played just over 5 minutes in this third quarter.
So Alex Kayleto slots through his 10th for the season. And most important one he's kicked so far this season. So we'll go back to the middle. A goal each in the premiership term. Sacred Heart getting the cavalry back the last two starts. And they've been absolutely in sensational form this afternoon. Quick kick out of the clearance. Goes to half forward. Overrunning it was Brown and Co. Quick hands off. Clever work. Right foot snap. Umpire goes to the right for a minor score. So Lachlan Peter with a minor score. 50 points the margin for Kieran who gets it.
So Costanzo brings it back in. In front tuck. Spoiled away though by Noble. So ball out of bounds right in front of the Sacred Heart bench. It's a happy bench at the moment. Still a long way to go though. Throw in. Noble, little left foot tackle, tap to Window. He was tackled well. Slammed on the ground was Moore. Now McRae slams it on his non-preferred right foot. Should be marked here. Couldn't quite take the mark there though. The Salisbury North player. Connor Lewis handballs out wide. McDermott could have been taken high. Umpire says no. And ball up just outside 50. So it's pretty tense start to this third quarter. Pressure's up. Tap there by Noble straight to Window. He's wrapped up by Hocking. A lot of players around this throw up. Stands on the fly, couldn't take it. Moore just slammed it on his boot. Out goes Kayleto over the back. It's all Sacred Heart. He just has to gather here. McAuliffe unselfishly handballs to Simons, who dropped the ball in the square. Oh. He had it spent before he grabbed it. And Soro will be spewing with that. He's just talking to his old man at half time. And now let off the hook, Salisbury North. So what can they do here? Kick down the line by Wagner. That was Jake. Good spot there by O'Brien. Does real well. Gathers. Handballs inboard to Deacon. He gets within distance. Tries a check sider. And it's going to bounce through, is it? I think it has bounced through. Looked like he'd shanked it a bit, but it's worked well. And Deacon got a nice bounce. Bounced over the top of the Sacred Heart player. So 12-point turnaround. You think a certain goal for Sacred Heart was coming up, but now Salisbury North have got one, and that's an important goal for them.
Certainly is. So turn around the other end against the grain. A lovely snap. Got a very kind bounce there, Adam Deacon. Back into the lineup this afternoon.
Just gives them a glimmer.
Does give them a glimmer of hope. 45 points the margin.
13-4 would have been real trouble, but 12-5.
Now back to that centre square. Noble gets the tap. O'Brien dishes off to Sharp. Claims for the free kick. He's been done holding the ball. Clever work. Picked his pocket there. Was Window. And a superb opening half. Plays on. Goes out to that far side. Salisbury North with plenty of numbers, but going to ground. Pearce sends one down the line, and that'll be last possession out of bounds with it. No, touched. So more of an arm wrestle this quarter. Sacred Heart banging on 6 goals in the opening term, 5 in the second. It took 40 minutes for Salisbury North to kick their first. Fensom, good build up here for Salisbury North. Goes to Tuck, could have been held on. Players with sun in eyes. Umpire gives the free kick to Tuck. They've got one out the back. Needs to play on to Hocking. Goes the long one. Tyrrell Hocking makes it. Might be too far out here. He's right on his measure. So, got a lot of hard work there. Plenty of heavy lifting from Hocking. Got one on short. Had Deacon on short on the 45. Turn his back on the play. Don't like to see this from forwards. So, right behind it here is Maximum Value on camera. And Tyrrell Hocking, the son of the great man Eddie. Spoke to Eddie a couple of weeks ago at St. Peter's and did the driver in that famous kick that was staged here a couple of weeks ago for the C-grade Ruby Tuesday Foundation game. But back to, more importantly, to the middle. And Tyrrell Hocking getting close to the man on the mark. Gives it the kitchen sink, but unfortunately drifts to the right early doors for a minus score. So it'll be, we got the 5-7-37, 12-9-81. We're 10 minutes down in this third quarter for Kieran who gets it.
So Sacred Heart with the kick in here. It's to be Brooks. It's going to go out wide. Big long kick. A searching lead out there was Simons. But he couldn't take the mark. Nice kick by Brooks. So throw in now. Big. Russo has a spell. He's replaced by Hellabout. They need him to get involved as ball's going nowhere on that outer side. So Kayletto in the ruck this time against Tuck. One way, then the other sharp. Well tackled by Hilliard. Picked up by Jake Johannesson. Goes forward now. Well done. Coming through real well there was Agnew. Gave a handball out to McRae. Now Connor Glewis. He's in trouble. He's gone. Has to be holding the ball there. So good pressure here. The skipper O'Brien. He's just too far out. He's looking for a little lead up. Costanzo wants it short. Screaming at him. Ignores him. Over the top. Fly over the top. Couldn't quite take the mark there. Ball comes to ground. Well done by Kill. Handball out to Glewis. Connor, that is. He just flicks it over. Was looking to kick it over to LeCornu. Slurs off the side of the boot. Out of bounds in front of the Salisbury North bench. And to bring it back in will be Dion Lawler.
So Lawler. Right in front of the timekeeper's box. Goes down the line. Tuck. Manhandled and just ripped off the ball. And umpire didn't see any of that. Sun right in the eyes. So Agnew got one on short, goes to the bone crusher McRae. Left half back, plays on immediately. Been in fantastic touch in his 2025 campaign. LeCornu goes the double dukes, couldn't take it. Claims Fisher. Umpire calls play on. And eventually my ball. So it gets plenty of advice from the Hearts loyals. And the Shock.com is in full overdrive at the moment. So ball thrown up right in front of our broadcast position. Tuck. Pokes one towards Pearce. Window. Sells some candy once, twice, 3 times a lady. Pearce. Wheels, deals, goes to Costanzo. Hunter in pursuit again. Lewis goes to the pocket. Lovely mark. And that is a sensational kick. To Lachlan Peter. So Lachlan Peter back into the lineup in round 16. Spent the past 5 or 6 seasons at Kersbrook in the Hills. After 88 games with Norton, 39 with West Adelaide. Yeah, he's only had the 6 games this year for 2 goals. Love a goal here. Deliberate approach, pokes at it, won't make the distance. Simons comes from 5 deep. Costanzo concedes the rush behind. It'll be a minus score for Kieran Gitsu. Scoreboard out to 45 points.
Salisbury North bring it in. Jake Wagner takes the mark. Goes out wide. Good little kick inboard to Sharp. Now can they get some run going through the middle? Costanzo flicks it back out to Joey Brown. Made him
unorthodox.
Oh, that was a tough handball. Oh, he went without it. O'Brien then. Kayletto, Sanderson. He just slams it on the boot. It's coming back though because Tuck's there. All numbers was with Salisbury North. They could have raffled that. In the middle, Bastek wanted it, but out wide.
Oh
no! He's put his teammate under the pump. Hilliard's out there. He gathers. Gives a little handball. McAuliffe, clever off the ground to Simons. What can Clayton Simons do? Swings around onto the left. Kick. Oh, reading it well was Tuck. He just put his left hand up because that ball was going to be marked. Good tackle. The umpire's going to ping him. So holding the ball, and they're going to play on. Run into the open goal, and Connor Glewis kicks his fourth. I just didn't see whether it was his kick or not, but he grabbed it anyway, and Connor Glewis ran into the open goal. So number 13 for Sacred Heart. And Salisbury North fans aren't real happy with that holding the ball, but
I know Jacob Fisher didn't like the decision, but when you go the fend off as that's your prior opportunity, son.
Correct, yeah.
And he gave a little jab out and got mowed down.
Yep, spot on. Once you get that little prior and try and fend off, get tackled, you're gone. So Sacred Heart just have all the answers at the moment.
Big thank you to Filming Footy Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archies. Who's going to get those Archies today for the best on ground honours? Jag Meatworks, the kilo of gourmet snags. It was Jag, the snag of the day, and the Kimberley Resorts. Big thank you to them. And of course, the Farmers League Winery there at Padfaway for the coach of the week. Big thank to Adam Jeffries for all the wonderful work he does with supplying those delightful wines from the Padfaway region. There's a little spot fire back here with Lawler. An umpire taking an eternity to get this ball up, allowed it to go through the sponsors and a little bit more. So he's not happy here. Just get the ball up and allow the lads to play. Thank you very much. So back to the middle. Tuck, Collado. Collado gets the southpaw up. Goes towards Moore. Collado's been in dominating form this afternoon. Goes back to Glewis. He's been clever. Oh, collision. The umpire's found a free kick there to Joey Brown. It was as cool as a cucumber off the back flank. So Brown looks to play on immediately. Silky, smooth character. Goes over his intended target and easy pickings back there. So I'll go the short one. No. It's a good work by Kelly. Goes the switch to the top of the goal square. And I'll go to that far side. Good contest. Player going to ground, so plenty of numbers at ground level here for Salisbury North. Some strong tackling at ground level. And we'll have a ball up on that far side. We're at 17 minutes down for Kieran Ugetsu. 51-point margin in favour of Sacred Heart Old Collegians.
Yeah, have the answers, as we've said at the moment, Sacred Heart. Can Salisbury North mount a late charge here? Kick goes in forward. No, Agnew does well. Handballs out wide to Sanderson. He's under pressure. Good tackle by Sharp. Johansson's there. He's pinged, holding the ball in the back. He's got a free kick in the back.
Yeah,
he just drove him a little bit there. Correct, Matty. So, quiet day today. Jakey Johansson.
Quiet last week as well.
I saw him kick a bag against Payneham a few weeks ago. Got the thongs that day with 7, I think it was. But had limited opportunities as well early, especially early in the game.
He's been in scintillating form. He's quick 27 from 8 since he's been back, but goes the short one there.
Yep, nice little kick. And hasn't gained a lot of meterage, but the shot now will be probably 5 metres closer as Jakey's going to come off for a spell. Looks like Matty Sharp's going to line up here. Saw him kick a good goal earlier today. Or did he? Yes. So Sharp now. In he comes. Umpire moves a fair bit to his left. And through for a minor score. So Salisbury North go to 5-8, 38, 50 points in arrears. Sacred Heart 13, 10, 88. Sorry, 38 points for Salisbury North. So Agnew now into Sanderson. Sanderson's got a player out wide. It's Rupert. Hear the call of Rupert Peak. Goes back across the face of goal to Agnew. They've got a chance for a switch now. Simons has it. He gets around his opponent sharp. Beautiful kick into the middle. Finds LeCornu. They're streaming from defence here. Puts it out in front of Dewhurst. He's corralled by Brodie Wagner. He's going to get a free kick though for hanging on. So Dewhurst. Little kick over the top. It's got Hilliard. Hilliard on a lead, all shoved in the back. But no, umpire plays the mark to Salisbury North. So can they get a bit of transition going here? Joey Brown. Little one over the top. Hits Lawler. Lawler's got a lead inboard from Wagner. Ignores that. Seen him in this pocket a lot today. Struggling to get out over the back. Sanderson thumps it out. A bit of golden fist about that, out of bounds in front of us. Sacred Heart faithful. They're loving it out here at the Nest. They've had a great day so far. 50 points a margin.
So Russo up against Noble, right in front of our broadcast position. Russo tries to take it out the ruck. Hocking's pinned. Comes back to Russo, gets stuck between his legs. He goes underground to Pearce. Good work by Keel. Goes to Moore. McRae whacks it on the boot. Gets to the top of the 50. Coming through was Fisher. Goes off the deck. Plenty of support here. Wheels and deals. Lovely kick. Great build up here. Go to the pocket. Smart football. Goes to Pedler. He's got a couple on short. Connor Lewis looking for his fifth. Goes deep into the pocket for Simons. Lovely set of dukes. And that was extremely well weighted. And the Wingman's pushed forward this year. Leading goal kicker so far. 21 goals this season.
Had a big bag of
and the captain had an injury-prone 2024 campaign, but played every game this year. It's gone the left foot around the corner. Left foot snapper. He loves it! What a great goal to Clayton Simons. As we head towards red time, premiership term. 14-10-94, plays 5-8-38. 22 minutes down on the Kieran Ugetsu scoreboard, premiership term.
Great goal by Simons on the left foot. Good mark as well. So that's just about put the nail in the coffin, although it's not quite three-quarter time, but over 10 goals. Well, not quite 10 goals the margin. It's going to take something extraordinary now for Salisbury North. So back in the middle, Russo, Noble. Russo, great little tap down to O'Brien on the left. Pumps it in forward. Wobbler, picked up by Brooks. Gives it to Kill. Good tackle, wrapped up. Yeah, he's caught it high. Just slipped over the top, but not much in that. So Kill will take the free kick. A bit stiff there, Joey Brown. Kill's got a lead from Hilliard. Good mark on the chest. Kill gets some run, well done. Puts the Jets on. What a beautiful kick to McRae. He's on now. He's going to have a ping. Chase down, gets towards 40 metres out. He's kicked the goal. Bone crusher McRae. What a great goal. What transition play. Speed off half back. The two blondies involved, or three of them. Hilliard, Kill, and also McRae finishing some good work off. Now that margin goes out over 10 goals. 10 goals, 62 points the margin, and celebrating at Brighton Road at the moment.
Well, the Bone Crush McRae been out there like an unregistered dog all afternoon. A bit of a lack of respect in the midfield department, but he got way out of the contest there, and that was a delightful goal. Got the old Stephen Kernahan helicopter, and she swung in with the wind beautifully. So margin, 62 points for Kieran Ugetsu. Quick kick out of that clearance, high up and under. And a great mark to Window. He's been instrumental, goes to the top of the paint. Too much heat on that kick from McAuliffe. Goes to Lawler. Has a couple of options on. Goes to Marciano. Just the required 15. Pokes one out to Mr. Bombastic. Murray Bastion. Pokes one over the top, Bastic. So they go down the line here, direction of Bobby Russo. Goes over his head. Pearce, the Slim Shady, has a bounce. He's off to the races, has a secondary. Could go again. Awkward kicking style. Has he got it home? Straight over the goal, umpire's out for full tote. And a lovely kick there by Pearce. It's probably been the best play this afternoon for Salisbury North, Nathan Woods.
Yeah, definitely. Great running goal there. One end to another. We saw Sacred Heart do it moments ago. And Salisbury North done the same there. It's a couple of great goals. So, margin back, 56 points. Good goal by Toddy Pearce.
And 4 goals to 3 this term, Nathan, in favour of Sacred Heart. So continuing to build on that lead.
Yeah, one every quarter so far. 25, just a ticked over 25 minutes gone in this third quarter. Noble, little tap down. McRae's in there working hard. Quick little good give out to Peter. Pumps it in long. One-on-one, McAuliffe in front. Ball's doesn't look to be going too far. Plenty of players around it. It's going to be a throw-up. So McAuliffe just shielding the space there. Just couldn't quite take the chest mark. Good defence now. Noble, Window, good smother. And wrapped up in a strong tackle there was Peake. The throw up. Russo, little tap down. Good one to Costanzo. Slams it on the boot. Darcy Glewis uses the body well. Takes a good mark. Been a solid player today, Glewis. Done a lot of good things. Kicks well both sides. Pumps it in long. Over the back. Pulls into the lap there of Fenson. He's out. Kick out wide. He's going to beat Costanzo out of bounds. So last touch, 1 minute's the call from the runner. So McRae's got it now. Had a big day. Bo McRae got a lead from Peake. Goes out wide though, and chipping in was Costanzo, taking a good mark. Salisbury North definitely can't afford to let one more get through here for Sacred Heart. Margin is already a whopping 56 points. Oh, great mark over the top. That's a beauty. Mark that down. I think it's Ned Brooks. Beautiful fly over the back. Kicks it in forward now. Oh, big fly over the back, Fempson. But falls into the hands of Peake, I think, or Window, is it? Can't quite see. Oh, he's missed, though. It was kind of Glewis, in fact, maybe. No, Peake, Pedler, sorry, Pedler. Calling him Peake, Pedler.
So Harville plays on from the kick-out duties. Goes out to Wagner. Goes out wider to Tuck. Dishes back to Wagner. So there's been some manufactured ball out of that D50 this afternoon, high up and under. And there is the three-quarter time siren. And for Kieran Ugetsu, it's been one-way traffic again, 15-11, 101. And we've got 6-8-48. We'll bring back the last quarter action from this blockbuster from the Salisbury North Oval after the break. Welcome back to the Salisbury North Oval, 3/4 time, and it is a very impressive display from Sacred Heart Old Collusions. 3/4 time score for Kieran Agetsu, 15-11-101 to 6-8-44. 57-point margin. It was a 39-point margin at quarter time. 49 when they cut their oranges at half time. But Nathan Woods, been a spectacular display. But before we do go to you, go around the grounds for Kieran Agetsu, and it is Port Districts away, up by 8 points in a real arm wrestle against Ross Trevor Old Collegians. Painted Nord Union has put the relegation zone on its head there. They're up by 25 points at 3/4 time because Prince Alfred are getting their pants pulled down there at home, at Park 8, or Park 9, sorry. That is a whopping margin there, 17-10, 112 to 4-4-28. In the other game, St. Peter's, really convincing display. They're up by 78 points at 3/4 time at the Caterer. Nath Woods, how have you found this game? It's been an unusual game, nothing what we envisaged would happen, and it's been one-way traffic, one would feel.
Yeah, no doubt. I came here thinking we're in for a real close tussle, and if I had to have a tip, I was probably say Salisbury North at home here, but Sacred Heart just got that early jump and haven't looked back. There's been moments where Salisbury North have looked like they might claw their way back, but when they've kicked one or two in a row, Sacred Heart seem to have the answers and have responded every time. So won every quarter, and 57 points the margin now. It was 39 at quarter time, 49 at half time, and now 57. So they've just extended that lead each quarter, and well on the way to a big win here out at the Nest. But funny things have happened. Salisbury North certainly will have a crack here and just try and kick some goals in a hurry. So should open up a bit here in this last quarter. So just waiting for the spectators to come off the ground. It's a beautiful day out here at Salisbury North. Sun's been out all day, hardly a breath of wind. And great facilities out here, great scoreboard. Great rooms in there as well. Just about set here. Matty Gale, get us underway for this last quarter.
So winner will take on, we're not sure at this stage because there's a bit of a switch up in that ladder as we speak. So they'll definitely be playing away in the elimination final. Sacred Heart thoroughly deserved it. Got the cavalry back the last couple. Umpire has taken his time in between intervals. So final quarter action underway. Russo and Noble. Russo gets the tap on this occasion. Great tap work there in the end. Coming through was Nettie Brooks and pulled down. And some holding on and dumped into the ground. So McRae is in the Archie's conversation for the best on ground honours. As is Glewis, who's gone straight past him. Window also on short. He's had his own leather poisoning. So McRae goes the Chisler to half foot, comes out the back. Moore pumps it inside foot 50. They got one out the back, and Collotto juxtaposition 101. And a great mark by Collotto. And Collotto, beautiful work, just commanded that front position. Body work at the pivotal moment and had the Dukes out. Was a willing campaigner. So Collotto kicked one in the third term. As he does, he kicks that leg up. His pre-kick on goal, part of the routine. Loves this situation, and straight over the goal umpire's hat for another. And they've kicked the first goal in every quarter. And a beautiful goal there to Collotto. Kicks his second. Quickly go through the goal kickers for Sacred Heart Old Collegians. Connor Glewis with 4. Darcy LaCornia with 3 opening term goals. Henry McAuliffe with 3. Collotto with 2. Hunter Window, Bone Crusher McRae, Clayton Simons and Charlie Hildyard to kick the opening goal of the game, all with singles. Whilst for Salisbury North, Tyson Richard with 2 and singles to Russo, Sharp, Deacon, Hocking and Pearce.
Yeah, such a luxury to send K-Lotto forward. Same with Port Districts when they send the big man Scotty Lysett forward as well. some of these rucks resting down in the forward line can cause a bit of havoc.
I think old Lenny Pascoe have the old party bus filled up this afternoon.
Yeah, yes, no doubt.
Having a huge day out.
So the ball back in the middle now. Sacred Heart, the handball there was smothered. It was Windows. But he goes back and tackles well, Windows. He's had a good day. Smooth mover, Window. Nice little kick in the middle to Hilliard. He's been good today. Puts the Jets on. Pumps it in long over the back. A good kick into advantage. Great unselfish play. McAuliffe's is going to run into an open goal. Kick his fourth. Party time there for the Sox. So well done. It was Moore who took the mark. And beautiful handball to McAuliffe. So he's got 4 now. He joins Connor Glewis with the leading goal kicker of the game. So great play by Sacred Heart. And it could blow out a bit here. They're looking pretty threatening here, Sacred Heart.
So back to the middle. It's been the Sacred Heart engine room this afternoon. It's done all the damage and a stack of forwards in lightning form. Bastick dishes off to O'Brien. Comes out towards Wagner White with the full 15. Geordie O'Brien continues to lead from the front. Dishes off to Wagner from the top of the 50. Goes for home. Will go out of the reach there of Hallabout, who's yet to get on the goal kickers list and the name in the old Sunday Mail. So solitary behind there for Salisbury North. Their first score of this final term, Nathan Woods.
Yeah, it was a good play by O'Brien there. Went back, gave his team an opportunity to kick a goal as the kick from Brooks has gone straight out of bounds. So Salisbury North have a repeat entry inside 50. Brooks now comes across, but good mark. Oh, Richards just dropped it. And he's had a quiet day. Tyson Richard, good player, good mover. Takes some good marks, but had that incident earlier. Had 10 minutes off and just hasn't got going today, Richard. Defended well. Brooks on him with the job. Now the tap ends up with Window. He kicks it long down the line. Flicks over the back. Kayletto gets a little tap on it. One-on-one here. Great work there. I think it's Lecornu. Did really well in the pathway of Kayletto. He just needs to get it over the top now. To Kill. He does. A great handball. Kill's got Hilliard. Beautiful kick into board. Great finish. Great unselfish play. We've seen it all day from Sacred Heart. Sharing the ball around. And Hilliard has a chance to kick his second. We saw him kick the first goal of the game. A real speedster along with Kill, giving him a lot of drive today. And this for number 18. Hilliard. Kick from about just about 40 metres, straight in front. Gets good connection, he loves it. Turns his back straight away. Looks for some high fives. And Sacred Heart are going on for a big win today down here at the Nest.
So Hilliard becomes the 5th multiple goal kicker for Sacred Heart Old Collegians this afternoon. As Nathan Woods mentioned, kicked the opener. Blistering speed off the wing. And Hilliard had a breakout season this year. Played every game. Former Glenelg under-18s player from 2022. So margin continues to extend. 74 points the margin for Kieran Ugetsu. Comes down at Bone Crusher McRae's been a sensational touch in the middle. And the two blondies match up there. Slim Shady and the Bone Crusher. And the Bone Crusher, pound for pound, the toughest footballer in the Adelaide Footy League Division 1. Comes towards Geordie O'Brien. Quickly dishes off. Window gets involved. Pearce. No look. Hand pass to O'Brien. Bang! In comes Sanderson, the freight train. Lovely work. Goes down at ground level. Paddles back. No support mechanism in place. Deacon, he's taken down. Sharp, slippery. Dishes off. Wagner needs to be composed. Goes thump. Straight to the right for a minus score. So 18-11 plays 6-10. And a huge whopping 73-point margin for Kieran Ugetsu.
So here go Sacred Heart. Not much pressure around. Glewis is going to bounce it. Just strolls out. It's a bit too easy there. No defence. Hilliard to kill. It's going coast to coast here. There's loose players everywhere. McAuliffe's got it now. He balks around beautifully. Has a bounce. Approaches 50. Got one over the back. Kay Leto, beautiful kick. And that was one into another.
Well, I've seen the training cones just been peeled off the ground here on this far side.
There was no one in this half of the ground hardly at all. Lewis just ran 30, 40 metres out, strolled along. They put Kay Leto on a bit of an angle here. I thought he might have marked it in the square, but still should have no problems here. He's going to have the drop punt. Oh, and he's thumped it into the post.
So it could have been coast-to-coast goal. And that was a training run on this broadcast side. So they're off now. Costanzo, little chipper. Lovely peel to Fenson. Dishes off to Costanzo. Joey Brown. Ball's ricocheted. Quick kick inside, forward 50. Collado out of position. And could have been some holding on and is. Fisher giving the free kick. O'Brien pays on. Kicks into the man on the mark. Gee, comes back with some inches. Fisher with the sun in the eyes. Simon's off the deck. Goes the Airy. I think he might get told about that one. Comes back. Clever work. And some lovely roving there by McAuliffe. Just an opportunist goal. He's got a handful. And 5 goals would be his best game this year. McAuliffe. And he's gone ahead of his 2024 campaign. 23 goals this year. 21 last year. And he's the leading goal kicker, overtaking Clayton Simons with 22. So, sensational outing here from McAuliffe. And he's firing all cylinders heading towards September.
Yeah, some great opportunist goals today from Henry McAuliffe. As Clayton Simons comes off after that airy in the square.
Just McAuliffe, I don't know how many out of his 5 he's kicked snapped. He feels like he's kicked all of them.
All of them, yeah, just about.
Such has been his opportunist day out.
Yeah, great. The forwards have been on fire up forward. Ball back in the middle. Noble takes it out of the ruck. Too easy again. Kicks it long forward. Kay Leto's there at the back, but taking a good mark in front was Costanzo. He's been a pretty solid player for them today. On to the running Joey Brown. He's also been okay for the Salisbury North over the back. Out of bounds. So it's really opened up this game. Play going from one end to another. Pressure's died a little bit. Margin a whopping 80 points. Who would have picked that today? So much on the line. It's been a disappointing day for the Hawks. Out here at their home deck as Tuck couldn't grab it. Picked up there by Sharp. He's tackled. All going nowhere. Umpire will throw it up. Noble. It's been good today in the ruck. Tommy McDermott's going to get a free kick. Just a little bit high there from Jake Wagner. So Tommy McDermott said he's missed a lot of footy this year through injury, but handy to have him back come finals time. Kicks out wide. Good mark taken by Callum Brown. Goes in the middle to Hocking. Hocking now. Has a running player in Hable. Over to Joey Brown. He's just going to kick it straight to 2 players, all unattended Sacred Heart players. Sanderson takes the mark. And now we're going to come back out this end.
So lovely work to Rupert Peake. Peake's got a couple on the top of the 50. He's also got Window out the back of this contest and finds him. Lovely kick. Methodical approach here. Little Chisler to Collado. Got one on the middle. Goes backwards to go forwards. Clever in the end of Nettie Brooks. Goes to the heart of the Salisbury North Oval. Straight over the head there of Peter. Dishes off to O'Brien. So Deacon just got nothing up forward. Goes back to Costanzo. So they need to go horizontally. They go through Fisher. Hocking about to get mowed down. Gets his kick to Sharp. He's got Murray Bastick down the line. Mr. Bombastic. Where does he go? He's got on the 45. Does he go in the middle? He does. Oh, an awkward mung in the side of the middle of the ground of Deacon. Switches out to Don Costanzo. Probably been the best for Salisbury North. Lovely kick to Wagner. Good build up here. He's got Richard on short. Got the jukes out, a little bit too much heat. Goes back for a second lick of the ice cream. He's going to get done. Umpire gives him eternity, says play on. Tark taken down by 2. Still no holding the ball there to Sanderson. Eventually, there's probably out of the 3 tackles, that one was the holding the ball. But the umpire said, my ball, let the players go. And the sting well and truly out of this one.
Yeah, 12 and a half minutes going in this last quarter. We cross Pearce, grabs it out of mid-air. Hamble is thrown out the back. Lewis had it. He was tackled, but the umpire had blown the whistle. I think it's going to be a throw. Sacred Heart will take the free kick. It'll be Window. It's out of him and McRae maybe for the best on the ground today. Oh, he's kicked it straight into the mark there. Tyson Richard just bangs it through. So I think it's Ned Brooks. He's handled straight to Richard and said, have a go, mate. And he slams it in. So that was very interesting. So Salisbury North get their 7th goal of the day. 7:10:52, trailing Sacred Heart 19-12, 126. As Big Noble has a rest, the ruckman. Simons comes back on deck. Ball back in the middle now.
Big thank you to Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High 5E Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jab Meat Works, Kimberley Resorts, and the Farmers Elite Winery there at Padthaway. Ball comes out of this clearance, Tark and Pursuit. Sells the Bone Crusher. He's brought to ground. That's the most obvious free kick this afternoon to the Bone Crusher. He'll be in the top 3. Courageous, inspirational figure, plays on wheels and deals on that left foot. Pumps it inside, forward 50. We got a high flyer. No mark taken, comes to ground. LeCornu dishes off. And a little one off the ground. No, and will be ushered over the boundary line there by Fensom. And still halfway through this last quarter. Feels like it should be time on. Such has been the demolition derby this afternoon by Sacred Heart. So ball to be thrown in. They're lurking and queuing up again. Goes to the corridor. Lovely tap. Goes off the ground. Smothered ball. Pure weight of numbers. And pressure right to the finish line. Rush through. And made to earn everything this afternoon, Salisbury North.
Yeah, Connor Lewis hunting for his 5th, I think, there. Good pressure. Good tackle in the square. Ball goes out wide now. McDermott couldn't take possession. Salisbury North working hard here. Hamble ends up with Jake Wagner. Players on out wide. It's Richard, I think.
He's going to go the distance here.
Richard has 1, has 2 bounces. Approaches 40 metres. Just gets bad connection, but it might work out all right. It has. It's fallen in the arms of Hellebow, who we have not seen much of today at all.
No, just the solitary point to his name thus far.
Such a crafty, good player. It's been a disappointing day for him.
He's no orphan out there, Nathan Woods. I'll give you the strong tip.
Correct. 33 goals for the year. He's got another one here, though. Nice kick. Swings around onto the right boot and snaps truly. So good goal there by Hellebow.
So Hellebow kicks his 39th for the season.
39th,
and
sorry.
he is the second leading goal kicker in the Adelaide Football League Division 1 this year. No catching the big Lenny Pascoe. The big Lenny Pascoe party bus will be filling up at the moment. They're off to the races there, and they've got a huge win in there. The juggernaut heading into finals. Golden Grove, they're the leading attacking team. You can stop the big Pascoe party bus, you pretty much win. So we'll go back to the middle. Taki and Rock against Colotto. Had the fortunate opportunity to work with Colotto's sister in Japan for 7 years. Good tap by Colotto and Tuck. Still going at it. Tyrrell Hocking gets the snap inside forward 50. O'Brien resting up forward. Lumps on the tackle and the clamps are on. Trying to get a late consolation prize. Umpire calls my ball. 40 from home here for Salisbury North. So Tuck willing himself to the contest with Colotto. Moore, McDermott, Bone Crusher involved as well. Hocking going nowhere. So it was a 39-point margin at quarter time. 49 as they cut the oranges and 57 as they turn for home. Moore in pursuit. Strongly built midfielder just runs all day with that Energizer bunny. Colotto, scoops. McRae, geez, inspirational by the Bone Crusher, goes to Window. Silky smooth, chiming in, just stole it from Window. Go to half forward. Pedlar, beautiful little chiseler. Goes to Peter. Peter pops one over the top. Lovely looking kick. And Connor Glewis, 4 to his name. Does he go for home? No, he goes a little chipper. Oh, too much heat from McCall. It'll be last possession out of bounds and a free kick to Don Costanzo.
So Costanzo, skills have been good by Sacred Heart today. Just missed that last kick. The call-off was clear. Salisbury North running out of defence. Kick there to Deacon. His handball out wide. Has a bounce. Flicks it over the top to Richard. Comes back inboard, Costanzo. Good running play here. Kick forward now, marked by Jake Wagner. So good running play by the outer side there. Kicks it in board, but they've done that a lot today. Kick to the opposition, and big Brad Noble, the ruckman, back in defence, takes the mark. So a good build-up. Comes undone in the end. It was, I think, Lawler involved in that play out there as well. We've got a few touches. Sanderson now. It's all, Sting's certainly gone out of this one. Short kick to LeCornu. His kick now to the speedster and kill. Good tackle though. Pearce now. He's caught holding the ball, but the advantage will be played. Handball made it hard for Brown. Joey Brown. Good kick in forward, and taking the mark there is Adam Deacon. So, no, it's not. It's Jake Wagner, sorry. So Wagner going to line up for Salisbury North's 9th. 19 minutes. We're about to tick into time on. In here comes Wagner. Leans back and hooks it. Through for a minor score. The margin. $68 points.
So Sanderson with ball in hand.
68 points, yep.
Had Window on short on the 45. Goes the longer option. Goes in the direction of Noble. Uncontested in the end, Noble. Pillar of strength in the ruck. Go to that far side. Cornu couldn't take the mark. Goes the Wormbender. They've got a couple on the middle. Simons. Got one in the middle and Glewis. Oh, he's actually got one further on. They're queuing up again. McRae at the top of the 50. Ignores that target. Goes to Glewis. Draws that play. Oh, he's marked around with it. It might be gone. Umpire, let's play. Go on. Pearce with the ice cream scoop hand pass. Goes to Hocking. Hell about. Under the hospital ball. Flicking. Oh, terrific flick. Dewhurst. Goes to right half forward. Clever hand pass by Pedlar. Glewis just goes a little chiseler. Oh, lovely set of jerks there from LeCornu. And he's gone down here. Hopefully it's just the shoe off. Sometimes the defenders tunnel the forwards and the old boot comes off as a result. So 3 opening term goals. And more than played his part. Darcy LeCornu, as we mentioned, has not played many games over the last couple of years. Only 7 outings last year and 7th game this season. So LeCornu looking for his 4th. Close to the man on the mark. Geez, that's a sensational kick. Not going to make the distance though. And marked over the line, but obviously double chiselers. Can't take them over the line with you. Minor score. Margin, 69 points for Kieran.
So Salisbury North on the charge again out wide. Long kick, 2-on-1 though. Sanderson comes across, punches it, ends up with Glewis, Darcy Glewis. Good handball inboard, Window now. He's got a player in the middle, kills all by himself.
Oh, sensational kick.
Great kick, right in the centre square of Salisbury North Oval. Beautiful kick as well, in front of Pedlar. Pedlar now gets a lead and nice work. All too easy here, Sacred Heart. And big Nettie Brooks down in the forward line's going to have a shot at goal.
Send 3 back on.
And
Is he still on, is he?
it's around the grounds. Looks like Paynham are going to beat Glenunga, so PAC in their 100th year are going to be playing in Division 2.
Yes, they are! That's okay.
Yeah, they're 20.
Port Broughton need a big rate, Ruckman.
So now Brooks.
Over there, maybe.
Here he comes. Eddie Brooks right behind him. Oh, he's hooked it. Through for a minor score. So 19-15. 34 shots to 19.
Catanzo goes the chipper. Finds O'Brien, hasn't given up. Dishes off to Fisher. Quick by Lawler. Goes to Richard. Needs to push off his mark here. Eventually does. Goes inboard on the diagonal. Goes to one-on-one at Trusadar forward. Murray Bastic. Mr. Bombastic. He's got the hell about. If he can push off his mark. The Tasmanian player goes to the pocket in the direction of Hocking. Holds on. So a lovely chest mark in the end of Hocking. Difficult angle. And the Hocking name synonymous with pockets. And he might have to sell some candy on the mark, I reckon. He could have Dewhurst done for a dinner. So no lead-in target, so he's going to have the shot here, Hocking. Naturally a beautiful kick on goal. Enters the tarmac. Gets plenty on it. And just drifts to the right late for a minor score. And back to 69 points on the Kieran-Ugetsu scoreboard.
So it wouldn't be too long to go in this game now.
I think that Kieran-Ugetsu just tasted a little bit too good over there.
Yeah. Sounds
the
good.
sounds of that one.
Yeah. So Hilliard does the kicking in duties. Out wide, or Dewhurst couldn't quite take the mark. Ball flicked over the back. McAuliffe has it one bounce, has two. Kicks it over the back there, looking for Pedler. Misses him and Kill. Salisbury North now have a chance to clear. Kick over the top to Tuck. He couldn't reach it, and again Hilliard through. Brown one. Gives the handball to McRae. He's handball back now. Messing around with it a bit. Hilliard, good tackle. And Pedler now is taken in a tackle, so a bit of overuse of the handball there. Hilliard probably should have given it the first time, but tried to get around and was tackled, and then it all got a bit messy as Noble taps it down. Moore's there. Picked up by Window. And Noble's got O'Brien. He's going nowhere. Nearly 25 minutes gone in this final quarter. Going to be a big win for Sacred Heart today as Glewis, he does well. Been a good player for Sacred Heart. Big kick in forward. Leap by Brooks. Snap out of the pack. I think it was McDermott. McAuliffe leads in the race, but the ball's going to beat him out of bounds. And Lukey able to bring it back in.
So Harble looked to play on immediately. Got Joey Brown at the top of the square. Oh, dangerous kick to Costanzo. Well weighted. Costanzo up to the occasion. Oh, that's not his best kick. Goes to Joey Brown. The caller's a cucumber. He's then done. Umpire allows play on. McDermott's easiest goal in his career. Slots that through. And that's one for the party, that one. So easy goal to McDermott. Very lightly raced this year. Only the 8th game. They only missed 4 games between 2021 and 2024. And he's been pretty prolific this afternoon in the engine room. Nathan Woods.
Yes, that was real easy. Tommy McDermott just strolled around in second gear. Didn't look like he was too happy to come back on the ground, but the coach said, we're all a bit down here, sore. So Tommy's got the legs strapped up heavily as well, I think his right leg, so might have a little twinge there, but he'll be happy now. He's kicked a major. And Tuck there, mistimed the jump. Noble out to Window.
She's gone the 720.
Yes, once you get spun around like that, you're in a bit of trouble. So Window got tackled. Good tackle by Pearce. Kicks it in forward. Tuck coming back. Could have been nearly paid the free kick. A bit stiff not to. So now here they go. Kill to Hilliard. We've seen that a bit today. Hilliard looking for something up forward. Got over the back. Connor Glewis, a beautiful kick. He's just going to chip it in front of McRae. Oh, Bone Crusher.
I think the Bone Crusher's just firmed into a pair of Archies there.
Yes, especially if he kicks this goal.
She's absolute chiseler. 3 votes, Bone Crusher McRae.
The young window, it's been pretty good as well. But
Hunter Window says hello. Hold by Kieran who gets it.
Yeah, but this might just about seal it for McRae. So when he comes, a bit of sunshine there still on the left foot. Looks good off the boot. It's straight through the middle. Umpire watches it sail over. Bone Crusher's got his first. Sacred Heart, 21 goals now.
Bone Crusher's actually got 2.
Two, sorry, yeah. You're
probably
spot on,
slated for the 3
yeah,
votes.
no, that's, yes.
No, there's been some superb performers out there today. Look, you look through the
there's
lineup.
not too many.
Hilliard's been absolutely magnificent. Moore's been a steam train. Brooks has been good down back. Glorious with 4. Noble's been terrific in the middle. Hunter Window had it on a string. Blair the Poisoning. Bone Crusher cleaned up.
Henry McAuliffe, 5.
McAuliffe with 5. Collado with 2.
Well,
LaCornu with 3.
Yes.
And Dewhurst has been a rock of Gibraltar back there too.
There's not been many passengers at all, has there?
That's
Noble, that's a throw, yeah. So Tuck will take a free kick.
So Tuck goes straight down Main Street, and there's the siren. And it's been one-way traffic at the Salisbury North Oval. What an outstanding display here by the Sacred Heart Old Collegians. Comprehensive victory to them. And on the Kieran who gets his scoreboard, 21-15, 141 to 8-12-60. That's a mammoth 81 points. And if someone said 81 points would be the final margin, you would have fallen off your chair for Kieran who gets you this afternoon. But what a display. 4 quarters of rock-solid football. And they'll head to September licking their lips here, Sacred Heart Old Collegians.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a clinical performance today. Huge game. Come out here at Salisbury North. They've had a good win against St Peter's last week. And they're going to take some real momentum into this first final. And they just never looked like losing today. That first goal from Hilliard was a beauty. They kicked 6 in that first quarter, 5 in the second, 4 in the third, and 6 in the last. So every quarter they consistently kick goals. And Salisbury North, they just had one of those days. A lot of their star players just had an off day, and it was a bad day to have an off day in such a big game. But, you know, they've come up to Div 1 and had a pretty good year. And they'll be disappointed they're not playing finals. But, yeah, some good players for them throughout the year. And they'll be around the mark again next year, no doubt.
Yeah, they'll be a bit deflated, Salisbury North on their home deck. They would have been pretty confident going in this game. Got some cavalry back there, and Russo and Harble, and obviously Deacon. But, yeah, this was just a blitzkrieg opening term, and a very comprehensive display here from Sacred Heart Old Collegians. They can go into the finals and have a free shot at the dartboard. They've been out in straight sets the last 2 years in Division 1 company, and this is a different route to take this year, and it's not beyond them. I showed today, if on their day, they get their players queuing up and the delivery inside forward 50. If you're a full forward like I am, you'd be absolutely loving it. And they had a stack of stars. We'll quickly go through the goal kickers. Went through just before the siren, but 5 goals to Henry McAuliffe, 4 to Connor Glewis, 3 to Darcy LaCornu, 2 each to Bone Crusher McKay and Charlie Hildyard, and singles to McDermott, Simons, Window. 2 to Collado as well. And for the home side, Tyson Richard was their only multiple goal kicker today. Russo, Sharp, Deacon, Tyrrell Hocking, Hellabout and Pearce, all with singles. That it wasn't enough, and as you said, Nathan, Woods too strong today, and just beat them in every facet of the game. Yeah,
they just had the answers all day. Salisbury North, they kicked 3 in a row at one stage in the game. It was 11-1, then it was 11-4, but Sacred Heart put the foot back down, and yeah, just every time Salisbury North looked like they might mount a charge, Sacred Heart just had the answers all over the ground, and convincing in the end. And yeah, as we said, they'll go into their elimination final full of confidence after 2 good wins against 2 of the sides that have been pretty good all year.
So a big thank you to Filming Footy Sports Interactive Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC. High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archies. Geez, it's going to be tough to give the Archies for the best on ground honours today. And a big thank you to the best on ground player. Also received the $50 voucher. I think this one might be to the Tea Tree Gully Hotel. Normally most of them are out here in the Midway. So the Midway $50 pineapple. And it's going to be hard to give those 3-2-1 out today, Nath Woods. You could have put a scattering across the board there for Sacred Heart, such as being the dominance in their four-quarter performance today. Thank you very much for everyone for joining us. Finals campaign will kick off next week. It'll be the qualifier and the elimination final. We hope to see you at the footy next week. Thanks for joining us, and bye for now.